Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. My name is Anu. Welcome to my channel, ProDivinity 1111. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and I just like to, intuit the cards. I don't just read them for what they are. So if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I love having you here. If you're new, please like, like, subscribe, or share is what I meant to say as an energy exchange. I would love to grow our community. What was the other thing I wanted to say? It's like this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. So if you're a Gemini, again, watch your Sun, your Moon, your Rising. Sun sign is usually what you're born with. So those are your inherent, I would say, that's your strength, or that's something you've done in the past lifetimes. If you don't believe in past lives, then that's something you're wired to do. Rising is what you actually are going to make in this life, right? So you can watch any of those, whichever resonate. If you're here, I can tell you at least 2 to 3 messages are going to make sense to you. So we're going to do a 9-card spread, clarified by the Lenormand, and then we're going to do a surprise question at the end that will get to draw an angel's answers. All right, so let's get started. Bam! Starting the month with the Empress card. So Gemini, you're just coming into the fire season and just waving your swords and just like making the fire go even higher, all right? Really, really powerful. This is the most powerful beginning or start of the month I've seen for any of the signs I've done so far. Then coming into the Knight of Pentacles. So something very, I would say it's been slow to come, but it's a very solid offer that's been coming your way. And then 7 of Pentacles. So looking at all the hard work that you've put in, you persevered, you come this far, and you've actually collected all these pentacles. So that's how you're starting out the month. That's a very strong start. Let's see what happens. The magic in the middle. I said the magic. Wheel of Fortune. So something happens, and I know the Wheel of Fortune has really been coming out. The Wheel of Fortune, let's see if the clover comes. But middle of the month, August is a very active month, planetarily speaking. I don't do astrology, but there are a lot of energies changing and good things happening, okay? So this also talks about ending of the old and beginning of the new. If things were down, this is the time when the wheel is gonna go up, right? So really lucky, lucky card. Because you probably need it. 5 of Cups in the middle. So, right, at your core, there are things that you contemplate about, and it's kind of tying with the 7 of Pentacles as well, which things that did not happen or did not come to culmination, or the losses. But the message always here is like, just turn around and look at the other 2 opportunities that are right behind you, right? So always focus on the positive because your luck is turning. And then, see, the luck turning, getting out of the negative or sad energy, depressive energy, we come into a new beginning. It's like having a new idea. This is wands, a new passion that you're thinking about in the middle of the month as the energies shift. Excuse me. And then how do we close the month? Your first row is all major arcana. We have the Death card. Okay, and in my book, Death and Tower are both and Devil, they're all 3 positive cards for me. This is, again, a double indication of new beginnings, right? Ending of the old, beginning something new. By the end of the month, you're going to be coming into this energy where there is a sort of regeneration, right? Rebirth coming from out of all of this. The Knight of Swords. So after you come out of, look at the switch here from the middle of the month where you are a little bit of a blah state, and then you're like, wham, I'm just going to cut it out, coming into your Gemini form. So Knight of Swords is a very fast moving energy. It can be a little impulsive at times, so that's what we're called to just watch out for that, but just like snapping out of it and going forward. And then closing the month in a very stable form with the 4 of Pentacles. So this is really about, whatever, if things were not very stable, if they were choppy, the wheel has turned, there's transformation, and you're coming and closing the month out with a very, very stable energy, and, having enough dough in the bank. That's also what this means. So let's clarify with the Lenormand. And we'll clarify all of the cards, and I'll do like a round circle and tie it all together. And then you can think of your question, a surprise question that you want to ask the angels. Please do subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I would love to grow this community. Okay, what is the Empress about? I could not, this is good that I'm live, so I'm not scripting this. Didn't I say that the Wheel of Fortune and the Clover keeps coming out? August is a big month, guys. So Empress, which is the boss card, the boss lady, or like the CEO, and you know, the gender doesn't matter. You're coming and you're kicking off with some major luck. So things are, or this is also surprises. What's the planet? Jupiter, Uranus. Uranus is a planet of surprises, which is a lot of planetary action happening in the sky. So that is going to open up quite a bit of lucky things. Wow, I don't know. This is really positive, powerful opening. What is the Knight of Pentacles about? The Knight is movement, right? So Pentacles. So the ship represents journey. And again, this can sometimes be a physical journey. It can mean a transition. It can mean a transition of your thoughts, like moving from one type of thinking or how you grew up and what you thought, changing those into something new. But it could be internal or external journey. And when it's paired with the Knight of Pentacles, it's a solid one, right? This is the right move is what we're trying to get from these cards. The Seven of Pentacles. Let's see, is this contemplation? Is this a review? What is this about? Oh, double moving. So the stork is also about migration. It's about moving. It's about, a stork is also birth, right? So new beginnings, changes, pregnancy. But when it's coming up with the Seven of Pentacles, it's again talking about the journey, the ship and the stork and these pentacles over here is like you're building towards creating a solid journey. And that's how I see it. So everything positive. Like if you're kicking off with the Clover, I don't know what else you need. This is amazing. So let's look at the middle of the month. Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the bear. The bear is very strong energy, and usually, if you see the fish in Norman, it really means money and wealth. So Wheel of Fortune, your luck is turning. You are coming into your own strength. I mean, not that you didn't need it because you're the Empress to begin with, but you're going to feel very strong and steady as you get into the middle of the month. And what about the Five of Cups? Let's see. What is this Five of Cups about? The tree. Okay, so this is like it's mind, it's reflection, it's wisdom. It's really thinking through a bit. It's a learning card. It's growing. It's like you see how big the tree is, right? So it's a really big, wise old tree, and it has seen a lot of experiences in life, and that's what this is. Now, the only advice here is like, yes, you probably have seen a lot happen during your lifetime, your current lifetime. Now is the time to take stock, but also to, remember the lessons rather than the actual things. So move on with the positive, be stronger. You are strong with the bear. Just take that knowledge and move forward. So what is this Page of Wands about? The moon, another cycle. So moon in Lenormand means ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. And again, remember, there's a new moon in fire sign in Leo. So fire and air can make big things. So there is some sort of new beginning, and that's what the Page of Wands. It's like a double clarification on the card. There is a new cycle beginning. You're coming into some new passion. Let's see, death, transformation. What is this transformation about? Oh, the child. See? So this is like going back to the beginning and starting fresh with some innocence and, let the old things die that were not serving you anymore, but come into a very innocent, childlike demeanor, as like being open with these opportunities, right? So just taking a very fresh perspective on things towards the end of the month. And Knight of Swords. Let's see. Anchor. So I think these are a bit contradictory. So you are with the new beginnings and with the Empress, the bear, the Wheel of Fortune, these things, you're coming into a very solid beginning. You may feel, you may probably settle too fast, which is going to go against the Knight of Swords energy because you're an air sign. Your swords, you're all about fast movement. But this is telling us, like, take a fresh perspective. This is actually going to bring you stability. don't be afraid to settle is what I see. It's like, because the Knight of Swords does not settle. They just go, go, go. Okay, this flipped out already. So clarifying the Four of Pentacles, perfect closure with the tower in Lenormand, the clock tower. It is not the same as the tower in tarot. The clock tower really represents protection. So it's literally like, if you look at the clock tower, you're going to be sitting at the top, which means that you're taken care of, you're up, elevated in your power, completely, you know, isolated from the problems. So that's where you are, but you're protected in your own tower with a lot of strength. So let's tie it all together. You, bam, start the month off with major luck, opportunities coming through. You feel really strong and empowered, and the things change. The wheel of fortune is really turning. You're encouraged to really have a childlike perspective because things are really different from what they were before. And you have the faith at the bottom, right? So they're very different from the transforming. It's almost like reconnecting with your inner child and moving towards the stability where you're going to feel very stable, very protected, and very taken care of, which is going to be a new cycle of your life that you will lead to, that comes from a nice journey from within. I feel there's a lot of journey within, but then also possibly moving if there's movement, but everything is kind of all tied around with a lot of fortune and luck. And at the center, you have the wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom here. Just remember to remember the lessons and not the experiences or the challenges themselves. So, oh, that's a very, very sweet energy. Okay, so think about your question. And if you like the reading so far, please subscribe. Every click helps. Every click helps. I really, really appreciate it. All right, angels. Let's see. Okay, let's draw a card. Take action. So I don't think there is any stagnant energy here. I feel like you have enough action energy. So probably the anchor is calling out you to not drag your feet, whatever it is, take action. But I'm speaking in terms of the reading itself. I hope this kind of makes sense to the question you might have asked. So I hope this works for you. I hope there was something in here. My readings tend to be very positive. That's what I believe in. So I'll see you next month. Thank you for staying. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Every click helps. Wish you much love and light. Namaste.